right, everyone. We've got one more for you, and it's a big one. Here are both of your competitors.
And it is main event time here at PrideStyle Pro. It's all come down to this. One of the biggest main events in PrideStyle history, Dino.
I have to agree. This is an absolutely unprecedented championship match for your main event here at PrideStyle Bittersweet. Making their way to the ring right now, the New Wave champion, the one and only 𝗖𝗵𝗵𝗏𝗏. Now, 𝗖𝗵𝗵𝗏𝗏 and the rest of the Los Suavecitos have been making quite a ruckus here in PrideStyle over the last couple months here. Earlier today, we saw the members of Los Suavecitos, Ricky G and Danny Rose, able to obtain that #1 contendership match in the tag team division. But right now, we have the other two, the remaining championships on the line. That is the New Wave Championship in the hand of 𝗖𝗵𝗵𝗏𝗏, and we're about to meet our world champion, folks.
And you gotta remember, 𝗖𝗵𝗵𝗏𝗏 had her time at the top, but
yes,
no one has had a longer journey to the top of PrideStyle than this man right here.
The Lucha Scumbag Chris Nasty, the reigning, defending PrideStyle World Champion. And what a championship story it has been, leading up to getting that championship, and the echoing effects into history and into this very day.
3 years. Chris Nasty has scratched and clawed up to this point. Dethroning Sonico back at Mania Weekend at Out of This World. And he's carried that belt with pride to Mexico, to Canada, and right back to Las Vegas where it all started here at PrideStyle. That reception says it all. They've loved him, they've hated him.
Oh yeah.
But they got to admit how far Chris Nasty has come.
Yes.
PrideStyle Pro, we reach tonight's contest is a winner-take-all championship match scheduled for one fall. Official Mike Romo introducing first from Bassett, California. She is 1/4 of Los Suavecitos and your reigning and defending PrideStyle Pro New Wave Champion, La Traviesa, and introducing her opponent, and her opponent is de la Habra, California. There is no better life than the low life. Here's your reigning and defending PrideStyle Pro World Champion, the Lucha Scumbag.
And the landscape of PrideStyle as we know it will shift tonight. Champion versus champion. Winner take all. I'm Ethan Lawmaster, accompanied by the professional wrestling professional Dino Martz, and we have reached our PrideStyle Pro Bittersweet main event. I gotta say, Dino,
Yes.
the crowd is torn.
Well, both of these wrestlers have made an incredible story. We made a small mention of Christopher Nasty's story leading up to this point. Ring that bell. Oh, okay. We still got those championship belts in the ring there. Our official, Mike Romo, calling for the bell.
But only one of these two will hold that belt over their head at the end of the night.
Yeah, this is both of these combatants perhaps trying to set a vision into the cosmos. But Johnny Robbie charges in.
Met by Chris Nasty, sending her off into the ropes. Johnny with the advantage. Off the ropes, building speed. Rousey goes with the head scissors, but Nasty back to his feet with a cartwheel. Now Johnny in the corner is able to escape out the back. Grabs a hold of the waist. Nasty doing everything he can to fight out of it. Exchanging waist locks into the ropes. Johnny rolls through, back to her feet. I don't think so indeed. Tries to be on drag. Johnny off into the ropes and drop with a shoulder tackle by Nasty.
This match is out of the gates at full speed already, and I come to expect that it won't be slowing down until we hear that bell one more again. Chris Nasty off the ropes with a hell of a knee to the face, followed by a senton. And Chris Nasty, we're in Nasty's world. No bones about it.
But Johnny will not go down that easily.
No.
She's not just a kid from Cali making her name in Vegas. She is a world-traveled competitor, a world-accomplished competitor. And she is going to put all of that knowledge to use against Chris Nasty today, the same way she did in our championship carnival.
That's absolutely right. And it was in that championship carnival that we saw the amount of wreckage that the team of Los Suavecitos is able to administer.
As much as it pains me to say it, that kind of diminishes what Johnny accomplished in that match.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. That is a ding in the face of that incredible feat.
I mean, she's been every active PrideStyle champion in 20 minutes and looking to do the same tonight. Only one pin is needed, and she could get it after that German suplex.
Johnny Robbie with a foot on the gas, pushing it all the way to the metal here. What strength! Oh!
Swinging Uranagi. What strength from Johnny, but only a 2 for 𝗪𝗃𝗃. Johnny is not letting up, putting that foot to the chest of Chris Nasty.
Oh! Oh no!
Breaking the neck of the world champion.
Those are one of those vital areas of your body. You deal damage to the neck there, and it affects the rest of the match. There's no coming back from that in the time we have here allotted for this matchup.
But it's Johnny with a cover, and Nasty's not giving up that easily.
But you have to think every time that Chris Nasty has to get his shoulder up during a pinfall attempt, that energy is coursing through that damaged neck, bringing more injury, more pain. Chris Nasty has an uphill battle ahead. Whoa!
But he's not stopping here.
Not at all.
Back in with an uppercut. Johnny is stunned. Chris up to his feet. Firing off these shots. Johnny off into the ropes. Puts on the brakes. Chris in. Tries for the boot. Gets him on the way back.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Spiked across the knees of Johnny Robbie. But will be enough to capture both belts? I don't think so.
Oh, the way that Chris Nasty left his feet there. Showing all of the damage that they incurred.
And you got to remember what this is for. This will be only the second time someone has held 2 belts here at PrideStyle. Fox Valentine was the first, but never have the stakes been this high, Dino.
Yes. This will be the first time that the World Championship has been adorned upon someone with another PrideStyle championship. And it would be a hell of a bookmark in the history book of PrideStyle. Whoa!
Johnny ate that forearm for lunch and follows up with a boot. Back and forth, laying on these shots.
That's that supernatural resilience.
I think Nasty wants more, Johnny.
Oh my goodness. Like a road runner. Back and forth. Oh God.
And you're gonna get it, Chris. Off the ropes with a lariat. And Nasty is ready to return it.
That was one hell of a lariat. All but turning Johnny Robbie inside out. And the way that Chris Nasty was able to endure that attack. Johnny Robbie zipping this way and that. I think we're going to have a war of attrition on our hands here. Both of these combatants not really concerned with defense. They just want to pummel their opponent.
And Nasty doing just that. Nails the enziguri, taking to the top rope. Johnny lying in wait. What a drop kick by Nasty.
Yo! All of that rage, all of that anger bubbling to the top as Chris Nasty gets this cover. And only two.
And all of that weight crashing into the corner on that cannonball. But Nasty's got to think a lot bigger than that if he wants to put Johnny away.
The volume and vitriol behind Chris Nasty's voice in the last few moments here. Just unbridled rage against Johnny Robbie here. Let's hope that works to his advantage and not distract him from the task at hand.
Catches the boot. Johnny back up now. Up onto the shoulders of Nasty. Dangerous position, and Johnny knows it. Beating away at the skull of Chris Nasty. Able to escape. Looking for the hammerlock lariat.
Oh goodness.
But Chris has other plans. Up onto the shoulders. Johnny doing everything she can to wriggle out. But with ease, Chris Nasty bringing Johnny back to her feet in the clutches.
Wow,
Up on to the shoulders. Power bomb into the buckle.
Oh, buckle bomb. Oh, goodness gracious.
And Nasty's not done. Michinoku driver, but somehow, some way, Johnny able to get that shoulder up.
Good Lord. That buckle bomb crashing into the turnbuckles there. The way Johnny Robbie's arms crashed against the ropes there, that has to come into play in any pinfall attempt from this day forward.
As now it's Nasty. Perched upon that top rope, eyeing Johnny Robbie below.
Low Life taking to the high skies here.
But Johnny's ready for it. Rolls out of the way, back up to her feet, nails the Hurricane Rana, taking Nasty up and over, and finally nails that hammerlock lariat.
Oh my goodness.
Folding Chris Nasty, but it will not spell defeat for the Lucha Scumbag. But that may will. Or dead.
The leg crab here into a double leg, going deep, deep, deep.
Cutting off every opportunity
Chris
for
Nasty.
Johnny to escape, to make that crawl to the ropes.
Chris Nasty, you got to take a seat here. You got to do everything. Johnny Robbie able to get to that bottom rope, breaking up the tie-up.
Johnny fighting with everything she has left, doing everything she can to avoid this onslaught from Nasty, to retain her New Wave Championship, to gain the World Championship, flying into the Cazadora and dropped with a German. But Robbie's back up.
Oh, goodness.
As Nasty goes back out to the apron. This time, nailing the enziguri. Looking for the signature La Humber Cobra. DDT, but Johnny's ready! The
snap.
impact at which Nasty fell on his head! Oh my God!
Snatched out of the sky and into that suplex, and we only get a goddamn one.
And for all of the competitors that Johnny is beaten with that move, the kick out at 1 is a real feat, Dino.
That is a real feat and a feather in the cap for Chris Nasty. And that absolutely has to be in the mind of Johnny Robbie for the rest of this match. We talk about it a lot, about what it's going to take to win this match, but when you rely on a maneuver as devastating as that, Johnny Robbie's quiver is all but empty, but the match does continue. And you made an interesting point only a few moments ago. It is not to maintain, but also to gain. We have to remind you that both belts are on the line. New Wave Championship on the line. World Championship on the line. And that has to be the secret sauce and the soul of both of these wrestlers as they go toe-to-toe on one knee in the middle of the ring.
Here comes Chris off the ropes. Capybara cutter! Nailed by the world champion!
Still more fight left in Cool Ranch.
But what do these two have left?
Yeah.
To find out! Satellite DDT!
What in the world, Johnny Robbie? Oh!
Nails the TYK to become a double champion! But just the foot on the ropes, Dino. That is all it took.
The Lucha Scumbag is as smart as they come. Also the energy it takes to put the boot on the rope, saving a little bit of that stamina for the final moments of this match, which I imagine we are deep in the middle of.
And it is only a matter of time until one of these two folds, until one competitor is standing with the New Wave and World Championships. I don't think arguing with Cody Andrews is going to make that hand count any faster.
Oh, that is our official Mike Romo in the middle of the ring there.
Oh, Jesus.
That's quite all right. They go to the same barber. But Chris Nasty about taking out Mike Romo. And squish the boy. That ref is dead.
But now with referee Romo down,
we got two more in the back. We gotta make a couple calls here. We gotta write a couple more checks because this championship match is continuing, and we want to have a fair eye on the proceedings. Johnny Robbie running to the booth there, capturing the attention of Millhouse, who's perhaps looking for another official. And look at this, of course, in true Suavecito fashion, taking every advantage, taking every opportunity. Without any official in the ring, there will be little consequence for a folding chair to the dome.
And Nasty knows it. The handful of that chair. Johnny's not taking the easy way out. She will fight with nothing but her skin and bone.
Yeah, that is the hard way if ever I've seen it. Holy Ranchers!
Flaming stash! Nailed by Chris Nasty. Ascending to the top rope once again.
Oh, no. Oh!
As if there was any doubt of what Johnny Robbie was capable of. Look who's right here to help.
Danny G. Oh, sorry.
Ricky G.
Danny Rose. Ricky G. I'm so frustrated with fury and disappointment. And I say disappointment knowing full well what Los Suavecitos are capable of. And you're seeing a full sample of it right now.
And the fact that Johnny lasted this long without help. And now!
Aha! Bryn Bateman back in action. Gonna clean up this mess. Make right where once was wrong. And the way Bateman, good damn, Bateman's a junkyard dog in the middle of that ring.
And I can tell you this. They've waited a long time for this.
Oh, heads up.
Wait a minute.
Cannibal Cryptid Lazarus smells blood in the water and wants a piece.
Well, what can Lazarus want from Brendan Bateman? What can he want from Los Suavecitos?
Just an unsatiable thirst for violence. No! G-Sharp! G-Sharp in the ring. G-Sharp taking Lazarus to task. It's just bedlam upon bedlam. Our official calling for the bell. We're going to wait for an official call. But you see it right before your eyes, folks. What in the world?
It is pure chaos!
This has to be a no contest and an unfortunate end to what was an incredible match. G-Sharp, be delicate with some of our members of the audience here. Thankfully, entering the aisle. Oh, no. And Lazarus is dangerously close to the most dangerous steps in professional wrestling history, and that just means he's coming this way.
And we are trying to maintain order here to get something under control.
I think it's time to put some more quarters in the meter, folks. I don't see an end to this bedlam anytime soon.
And Johnny with a chair wiping out both Bryn and Bateman. And it's Los Suavecitos in control of the chaos.
And it's warfare in downtown Las Vegas. Los Suavecitos.
But look at this.
With a symphony of chairs. And our champion, our number one contender for the New Wave Championship, Tanaya. Sick of this shit right here.
Wiping out 6 other men. Tanaya's here to settle this.
Filthy and fantastic, and making a mark on the opponent on the horizon. Johnny Robbie still has control of that New Wave Championship, and Tanaya knows it.
It's a title Tanaya will challenge for in December, as this is spilling to the back. Oh my God, what a way to end a night like this, Dino.
I mean, as much as I hate to see a fantastic championship match come to an end just like that. Tommy Purr.
Clear it out, get them the fuck out of here right now.
Fix this, Queen.
Bullshit tonight, sitting in the back, watching everyone do whatever the fuck they want. Can I get some refs out here? Come on.
Wait a minute!
Oh, no.
You see what I'm seeing?
We got the return of Nick Xander, who is officially fired. Officially not a member of the PrideStyle roster and banned from the venue. What is that?
Choking!
Shut the fuck up!
This.
I didn't finish the job, so guess what I'm here to do today?
Hey, Nick Xander! What the fuck do you think you're doing? Last time I checked, I fired your ass!
And last time I checked, I got Tommy by the fucking throat. Make a move. This is how it's gonna work, everybody. Anybody who touches me, Chris Nasty is gonna lose his PrideStyle World Championship.
No.
And I ain't leaving here until I get my championship match at Dreams Don't Die For.
Oh my God! You are unbelievable! Who the fuck do you think you are?
Wait a minute. Chris Nasty wants a word.
No, don't do it! Chris, don't do it!
Oh, God.
You want him to die, Chris? Yeah. Chris, don't! Don't make me do it! Hit me, Chris! Chris, stop running! Don't do it! You've been the pain of PrideStyle's ass for way too fucking long! You are not, and you will never be a champion for PrideStyle. Why? Because you're not a champion for them, and you're not a champion for PrideStyle. You are gonna pay for your sins next month. Diana, I am begging you. I am pleading you. in state, Nick Xander. Come on, Daniel, make the decision. You want me back, don't you? I know you want me back. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. He will not stop. He will not end until he gets what he wants. And I promise you, I will never, ever.
Oh. Nick Xander's produced the cinder block. Oh, God!
Stop! Fine! Fine! You want this? Do you want this? Fine! From this moment on until next month, no one touches that bitch right there! Chris, look at me. Are you sure?
Never been more fucking sure in my life.
Fine. Next month, Dreams Don't Die 4. Nick Xander, you piece of shit. It'll be you versus Chris Nasty for the PrideStyle Pro World Heavyweight Championship. And I'll be there. We'll all be there, front row, to watch Chris Nasty beat your ass!
And it has all led to this. Xander wants that title so bad, he will have to die before it is off the shoulders, around the waist of Nick Xander.
Chris, I dare ya. Do something about it, Chris. Or are you just a fake good guy I claim?
And sadly, Nasty can't.